So I've had the privilege of working with India and South Africa a few years back and really enjoyed that. I then made a decision to not get involved in international cricket for a while because my children were quite young. But they've grown up now, 2 of them in university, so it makes it easier to get back into the international space, and I've always preferred coaching international cricket than in the leagues. I think you can spend a lot more time with the players, and I think there's a greater motivation to play for your country. And I love the idea of helping players really understand what it means to play for your country. The leagues is an interesting space. It's there's a lot of learning in the leagues, and as a coach, I think I've grown a lot. I spent 7 years in IPL. I've grown a lot through that journey, but I've always preferred international cricket, and so really looking forward to being involved with Sri Lanka. Probably end up doing a ride around the entire country, so I'm very excited by that. So that's over, but I think in terms of understanding roles and understanding how to select players based on performance, the one thing that doesn't lie is the stats, and we play a stats-based game, and if you create a decent sample size, you'll get a pretty decent understanding of how a player is performing. So that is obviously weighted massively when you're trying to select a player. I think the next component to that is every team needs individuals in the team that are willing to step up and make those hard performances when the team needs it. And every team, when you've got a good group of those guys, they win games out of nowhere. And make performances when you really need it. Those are the individuals I'm really excited by. Now that's going to take time for me to understand and learn. But as I said, just in the week that I've been here, I've had a brief look at 40 odd players and where they sit and what their records are like. And they certainly match with what you would get anywhere in international cricket, but it's how you make those performances, when you make them, who are the guys that are making the top performances when you absolutely need them, that are critical to the success of a team. Yeah, I think we've got around, I'm not sure exactly, 20 to 25 ODIs before the World Cup. So the planning starts now for the World Cup. It's a good cricket team already, the ODI team. But I think we want to make sure that we are doing everything we can to get the kind of success we want to in South Africa. Been very different conditions to what a lot of the guys are used to. It's how do we plan for that? And as I said at the beginning, making sure that all our bases are covered in the skill sets of the team. Do we have guys that are going to bowl with great airspeed? Do we have guys that can swing the ball? Do we guys can bowl with bounce? Do you have top spinners, and do you have 6 batters that can play and bat on those kind of conditions? That's going to be an important progress as we move through the one days that we're going to play in. Results count, we can't hide from that, so they do make a difference. So every series that we play going into that World Cup, we want to be giving a good account of ourselves and winning those series. So we'll be aiming at, progressing and improving as we get closer to the World Cup.